everybody, welcome back to Ampersand Unique Gifts and Home Decor. So today I have a makeover project that is of two coolers. So the first one, I bought this cooler. It is the Scotch cooler, made in the USA, Hamilton. I've looked some up and they said it's from about the 1950s. This one is pretty well worn. Apparently it's been set where the sun faded it. My goal with that is actually, I'm not going to do anything to it. I'm either going to put a Christmas tree in it and sell it like that, or I'm going to sell it as is. Not really sure yet. Got to do a little more digging. But I thought it was really cool. The second thing that I got is this cooler. So what I have here, again from about the same time period, is this large Thermos cooler that we're going to make into a cat house. So stick with me. We're going to cut some holes, do some cleaning, and make a nice cozy cat house for somebody that has a cat outside, whether it's feral cats, barn cats, or you just want some cool decor on your front porch for your cat to get into. We're going to put a door in it. It is very thick and insulated, but we also have a self-heating pad to put inside for when the cat's in there. So, see you on the flip side. Let's get this done. So I actually had it all clean and ready to go, and it was sitting out by the hydrant, and my husband mowed the yard. And so here we have just some grass clippings. I'll wash it again really well once we're finished drilling holes in it and such, but since I know it's going to end up with some cooler dust, then I'm just kind of getting the main pieces off before I get started. So again, just a really cool cooler, but I did some looking on eBay and other sites, and they just don't seem to be a big hot item as is. So I think it's definitely worth this transformation. So let's get inside and start cutting some holes. Okay, so in the shop, you can see there's a little white edge right there where I started and tried to do this myself, and not using both hands, my Dremel got away from me and went outside of the line. So my husband to the rescue, he went ahead and cut the rest of the hole out for me, and he's just following along the Sharpie line. I used the inside edge of the door to trace around to show where we would need to cut so that it would be a perfect fit. And speaking of perfect fit, apparently the cooler is right about the same size as a door, so it was a perfect fit. These are so easy to install. Never put one in a real door or a home before, but it sure was easy here. Using the 8 screws, 4 on the inside, 4 on the outside, that came with it, I used my screwdriver to very slowly put them in, and then used a screwdriver to tighten them the rest of the way, just to avoid cracking the plastic. And then the hardest part of this entire build was putting these little caps that go over the screws. And some of them went in very easily, no problem. Some of them just really wanted to be naughty, and I would try to push on it or hit it with a hammer, and they would fly across the desk. But I did finally get all 8 of them in there. So this is a really nice door, and I can put the link down on Amazon, or the Amazon link in the description, to where I got this, because it's really nice. It's solid. It has a fuzzy trim around the edge of the door to make sure that it seals well. The cooler itself does not seal airtight, so you don't have to worry about your animal being in there and not getting enough air, but it will keep the wind from blowing through so that your animal does stay toasty and warm. Just wiped out the sawdust from the cooler, so the little plastic shards, got everything clean, got the rest of the grass out, and it is ready to go. I am so excited. Okay, so we've made it to the show. We are here. She is for sale. As you can see, it has the door in here really well. It is lockable if you had a reason that you needed to lock it. It does still have both handles, very sturdy. So if you needed to actually use it as a carrier, kind of working as a trap. But inside we have
This is a self-heating pad, and what it does is it uses the animal's body heat and actually causes that little fuzzy blanket. You can't tell it because it's still sealed in the plastic, but it's a little fuzzy, like a stuffed animal blanket in there. That way it creates a wonderful home for your cats. And again, barn cats, just want a cool decor sitting on your porch that your cats can get into. Maybe you have some in the garage and it's not heated, so you want them to have a little bit. But here we are. You can see we are all ready to go, and it is listed for sale. We also have our little cooler over here, and selling as is. It's a pretty worn look, but I think it would be adorable, especially if you put like a faux Christmas tree, one of those tall with the cedar base and the tree. It would just make an adorable tree. Use maybe a little blanket coming out of it a little bit for padding around your tree. But yeah, here we are, and if you saw my video with the cast iron pot, you can see that it also is here for sale. So we are ready to get started at the market, and we'll see how it goes. It's about 8 in the morning, and we are excited to have a great day today. The high is only in the low 80s, and we have very low humidity, which is extremely unusual for southern Indiana to have low humidity. So we are absolutely excited for today to start. So you guys have a blessed day. Thank you for sticking with me, and we will see you in the next video.